Ed Moon's love affair with aviation began when he was a little boy growing up in Miami. It began with a simple act. He looked up. Ed's father was a chef at Curry's Restaurant in Miami Beach. His mother, a stay-at-home mom. But as young Ed gazed at planes arriving and departing from 2 nearby airports, he had other dreams.
Having seen those, I just thought, hey, that's kind of what I'd like to do. Literally by looking up and seeing the planes overfly. We had a family friend who was interested in flying. He didn't do very much with aviation except to inspire me and provide me with the flying magazines that he was subscribed to when he would finish.
In college, Ed joined an Air Force ROTC program, graduating as a distinguished military graduate. Then off to the Air Force, where in 1962 he earned his fighter pilot wings.
When I graduated, I was on a train going back to Miami from Big Spring, Texas, and I was just graduated, had my pilot wings. It was just about closing time for the dining service, and I'm sitting there just looking at things going by, thinking, hey, I made it, I'm on my way. And this group of about 3 white ladies came in, and they looked at me and said, "Excuse me, but are you still serving?" And I said, "I'll be damned." And this was the first fighter I flew.
When the U.S. entered the Vietnam War, Ed flew F-100s in combat. He earned the Distinguished Flying Cross. After leaving the service, he became one of 4 African-American pilots for Pan Am.
In Europe, we'd go to Frankfurt or Copenhagen or Paris, Rome.
In the aftermath of 9/11, Ed left the airlines and came to TSA. He worked on some of TSA's earliest crisis management teams and continues to work on them today.
The CIMG, the Crisis Incident Management Group, is a procedure that's set up when there is an ongoing security incident. Quite often, or more often than not, it's a hurricane. I still think, though, that we should be highlighting the changes.
Oh, yeah.
The CIMG has been staffed around the clock, responding to TSA's needs in Texas, Florida, and the Caribbean. Moon misses the thrill of flying jets, but finds meaning in public service and in protecting the homeland.
I am a firm believer in that. We can't allow either ourselves or outsiders to change the way of life or the goals of the country. I think that the country's Constitution and the concepts expressed therein, even though we're still trying to really get them worked out, I think that the blueprint is something that we can't afford to ignore or throw out. My name is Ed Moon. I'm a command duty officer in the Transportation Security Operations Center.